This section is the Vehicle Data Search Interface. It includes data for car bodies, interiors, door handles, electronic products, motorcycles, window film. We can search for the vehicle data we need by selecting the brand, model series, year, and vehicle model. After selecting these, the page will display cards of vehicle data images. Double-clicking a data card with the left mouse button opens the corresponding vehicle data, leading to the data editing interface in the upper right corner. We can also search by vehicle name to quickly locate the desired model. Design platform. This section is the data editing interface, which is accessed after opening a vehicle data file. This area provides many functions. The interface displays two diagrams. On the left is the cutting layout for the vehicle, and on the right is the location map of the vehicle parts. This allows us to understand the position of each part. Different colors are also used to distinguish parts, helping us identify them more quickly. The diagram on the right can also be loaded to the left side for cutting. When we need to cut a specific part, this helps us quickly find all relevant diagrams, since the layout on the left is rearranged. There are various function buttons at the top, left, and bottom of the interface. I will explain how to use them. To move a diagram, select it and hold down the left mouse button while moving the mouse. To rotate the diagram, hold down the right mouse button and move the mouse. To move the entire canvas, hold down the scroll wheel while dragging. At the top toolbar, cancel. If another function is in use and you want to return to the default state for moving and rotating, click Cancel. OpenShare can open hidden vehicle models via certain codes. Currently, this feature is not in use, as all data is directly accessible. Save saves the modified vehicle data. Saved data can be viewed under My Saved Files to My Creations for future use with the same vehicle. Cutting sends the data to be cut. After preparations are complete, click Cutting. A window will pop up where you select the cutter model, cutting endpoint, whether to segment the cut, and the segment length. After choosing, click OK to send the data. Import allows importing of custom designs, logos, and images for tracing or cutting. Supported formats include PLT, DXF, JPG, PNG, and so on. Canvas setting. Set the cutting canvas size. Diagrams must be placed within the canvas to be cut. The canvas is like a flat roll of film. We recommend setting the canvas size to 1490 multiplied by 15,000 millimeters to leave room on both sides for the cutter. You may adjust the size as needed. Step size determines how far a diagram moves when using the arrow keys on the keyboard. This can be customized. Cut moves a diagram from one location to another or to another page. Copy and paste work together to duplicate a diagram or move it to another page. For example, copying interior parts to the body for combined cutting. Select the diagram, click Copy, move to the desired position, then click Paste. Undo and redo. Revert or redo the previous action, useful for correcting mistakes or continuing the previous operation. Delete deletes unwanted diagrams or features, same as the delete key on the keyboard. Clear clears all diagrams from the interface when they are no longer needed. Delete hole removes internal holes in diagrams, for example, logos, fuel caps, door handles. After selecting the main shape, for example, rear cover, click Delete Hole, then select the unwanted holes. They will turn red and click Delete. Alternatively, double-click the shape to enter anchor point mode. Select the hole with the left mouse drag, then click Delete. Create Hole combines custom holes or logos into the main diagram to form a cutout. Place a small part onto the main shape, for example, rear cover. When the rear cover turns red, indicating overlap, click Create Hole to cut the shape into the main part. Group combines multiple parts for unified movement or rotation. End group separates grouped diagrams. Mirror creates symmetrical diagrams. For example, mirrors the left side of a vehicle to the right. Select the shape, click Mirror, then draw a line. Click twice. The shape will be mirrored around that line. Cutting splits a diagram into parts. For example, cutting the front part of a roof. Draw a line across the shape to divide it. Merge combines overlapping shapes into one. When two shapes overlap shown in red, click Merge. Scale. Adjust the size of a diagram. Typically for custom drawings, select the shape, click Scale. Uncheck Maintain Aspect Ratio. Input the desired size under Result Size, then click OK. Smart Layout automatically arranges diagrams for cutting. Select Shapes, click Smart Layout, and fill in details. Cutting length less than 15,000, width less than 1,490, spacing between shapes 3-5 mm, computing time 180 seconds. For precise cutters, use Fullsheet. For less precise machines, use Segmented Layout. Click Start and wait for the layout. History shows auto-saved data every 5 minutes to restore progress in case of unexpected shutdown. Select by Save Time. On the left toolbar, you'll also find drawing tools. In Draw Lines, you can import images to trace logos or shapes. You can also draw rectangles, circles, ellipses, and text. Click Draw Text to open a dialog box for entering text. Selecting font, size, spacing, and so on for cutting. Edit Curve. Double-click enters Anchor Point mode to enlarge a diagram or shrink a hole. Enter Anchor Point mode. Click one click. Input the desired size and click OK. To enlarge only part of the edge, select specific anchor points and adjust individually. To shrink holes, select the hole's anchor points. Click one click. Choose Shrink Inwards and enter the shrink size. At the bottom of the interface are additional functions. Bottom left align. Before cutting, click this to align all diagrams to the bottom left corner for maximum cutting space. This step is essential. Orthogonal constraint when drawing lines. This ensures perfectly vertical or horizontal lines. Curve projection for comparing two shapes. Since overlapping turns them red, use this to create a projection for clearer comparison. Cross cursor. After clicking this, a crosshair will appear at the mouse position, making it easier to identify precise locations. You can turn it off anytime when it's not needed. Object capture. When a graphic is in anchor point mode, the anchor points can be very small and hard to select. With this function enabled, the mouse will automatically snap to the anchor point when it's nearby, helping you select it more easily. Measure distance and cancel measurement. These are used together to measure a specific segment of a graphic. Click Measure Distance, then click twice on the graphic. The first click sets the starting point. The second click sets the end point. The distance between these 2 points will be measured and displayed. When you want to remove the measurement, click Cancel Measurement to clear the label. Lock View Operation. When activated, all graphics on the screen will be locked and cannot be selected, moved, or rotated. This is mainly used to fix the current layout in place. My saved files. This section stores the vehicle data you've saved. This section has 2 parts. My favorites. This contains the vehicle models you've marked as favorites. In the data center, each vehicle data card has a favorite icon. Once clicked, the vehicle will appear in this section. My creations. This contains the models you have edited. When you click Save in the design platform, the model will be saved here. Cutting records. This section shows the cutting history of your account. You can view which vehicle models and parts have been sent for cutting. Further below, your account quota is displayed. Either the remaining area in square meters or remaining time. There is also a recharge